Hello and welcome back to another preview of the Medeek wall plugin. It's been a little while since I've thrown one of these out there. I got some new things that I would like to show what we've done so far. So first off, I wanted to just put a grid down, and I just found this grid tool recently. I don't know why it took me so long to find it, but it's real handy. So I might actually include something like this in the plugin down the road, just to have it in the plugin. So anyway, throw a grid down. That makes things really quick and easy to draw stuff. So first of all, with the wall plugin, I've been working on adding in the Polyline and the auto corner configuration tool. So what we're going to do is instead of using the line mode, we're going to go to the Polyline mode. And I know you can still use the line mode and it'll do the same thing. But the Polyline mode is kind of nice because it lets you keep drawing walls as you progress. The other thing to note is in the global settings, which I'm not going to open up right now, you can toggle the auto corner configuration, and basically that flag only is working essentially when you're creating new walls. So once you create a wall and you're editing walls, or editing, windows or anything, it's not the auto corner configuration is not happening. So basically you just have to manually edit corners if you need to change them up somehow, which I think is the safe bet, because once you create them, you generally don't want the plugin to start randomly doing weird stuff to your walls. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started here. I'm going to go with just the default settings for now. And let's just grab a point. So we go ahead, strike out a wall, and there's your wall. Now first thing you'll notice is with the auto corner configuration turned on, the ends of the walls are no longer being specified by the menu. So you can see here that it's just a terminated end wall configuration. But as we go to do the next wall, you will see that the next wall was created as an inset outside corner, and then this corner was changed to a outside corner. So, and now if we do this next one, you can see we've got an inset inside corner and an inside corner. So it's basically drawing the new wall panel and then updating the wall panels that it's connected to. So it's got a little algorithm there to check to see what's connected to what. So let's go ahead and do some a little bit more creative here and go with the non-orthogonal wall, kind of like a bay window or something here. We can go a lot faster than this, but I'm just kind of being slow and careful so I don't mess this up for preview purposes. So anyways, yeah, it's pretty painless and quick and easy. You just start striking out your walls. Of course, I'm only doing exterior walls right now. We're going to get to the interior walls here shortly, but I haven't quite got to interior quite yet, but that will be next on the agenda. So, and now as we come to the end and we're bringing this to this wall, what's going to happen is not only is it going to configure this corner of this existing wall, but it's also going to configure this corner as you bring it next to it. So you can see that all the corners are configured, which is really nice. Now let's go ahead and drop a few doors and windows in just to get something going here. Let's go ahead and the defaults on that. Sure, let's do a 6-panel door instead of that. Okay. Another thing I changed up was the way it used to be that when you could only put a door on a wall or a window on a wall when you were mousing over top of the wall itself. Now basically you notice as I pull my mouse away onto this grid, the wall is still selected. I'm still able to put the door on, so it just works a lot smoother. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll throw a front door right there. Okay, and let's go with a couple of windows here. And let's go 3 by 4. I should turn that advanced on so it just automatically loads. Picture, sure. Why not? Let's go with the standard grill on that. Man, there's so many options for these windows. So yeah, the nice thing with that is now you can you can come off the wall itself. And you can see as you switch mouse over the walls, it will select that wall, and that wall will stay selected until you mouse over another wall. So it'll stay on that wall. Okay, so you got a bunch of windows, got a bunch of doors. Let's demonstrate the move function for windows and doors. So up here you'll see the little move opening button, and you go ahead and click it, and then you can see here that down below you'll see this little arrow just kind of showing you where you're going with things. And once you click there, you can move it. Let's go ahead and click that again. And what did I do? I guess I clicked already by accident. Yeah. And let's put it back. Okay. So there we go. Yeah, I mean it's kind of nice. This Polyline tool, I like it. So it's just quick and easy. I think I had something else to note about this. I'm going to try to remember what it was. Oh, well, the thing to note. So the way it's configuring these corners is once you've configured one corner back here, and then you go to create the next one, it's basically looking at this corner and that corner, so it's trying to basically create a situation where this is not, if this one's inset, then this side's going to be inset, and if this one's outset, then that one's going to be outset. And so you can see it's not kind of a haphazard method. It's trying to, I've got it set up so it's trying to keep everything kind of in an orderly fashion. Let's do that again. Let's go ahead though and turn off just some of the layers here so we can look at this as it's working. Wall clad, wall trim, wall gypsum, wall sheeting, and let's go ahead and turn off the insulation while we're at it. Okay. Again, we can do this in 2D mode, we can do this in the blob mode as I call it. It's however you want to do it. So if we do 4 corners, and it's actually a little bit easier when you turn off some of these layers just because you can click to things a little quicker than not get held up by all the fluff that's going on. So I'm just trying to line that up with that. I don't know what it's trying to find there. Oh, that corner. So anyways, there you go. There's your walls. Let's go ahead and throw a couple doors in there again, just to have something. This time we're just going to throw in the opening, not the rest of the door. Same thing with this. Okay. So now I'm going to take this down to the 2D mode. I just want to show something off on that. Let's go ahead and knock this down to 2D. And let's do the same over here. And you can do everything at once as long as you just select the wall assemblies themselves. So, okay. So you can see that if you have specified the window, so the window is being installed, then not only does the size show up, but also whether it's a picture window or a slider or a left hand or right hand door. And notice the door here is shown as a door. Versus over here, we have not installed the door, so it doesn't know whether it's right hand, left hand, inside, outside, that sort of thing. So just something to note. Let's go ahead and try this Polyline tool with just the 2D mode. So go ahead and hit that, and you know, you can also turn off the 3D preview if you don't like that. But if you watch, you'll see that it is, again, it's auto configuring these corners. That's the cool part. So there you go. So the next thing that I need to work on is this wall move tool. So that will allow you to move a wall, basically push it in or push it out. And when you do that, the walls that are connected to it will shrink or grow accordingly. And that is the next major item, and actually really the only major item left before I release the plugin. Beyond that, there are some minor cleanup things and some debugging I need to probably do. And the global settings, of course, need to have some more parameters put into them. But some of these other items, like the split wall tool, we'll attack those as soon as we release the plugin. And if we can get a good response, we'll keep pushing really hard on that. And if the response is not so good, then we'll probably pull back a little bit and slow down and keep working on it, but work on it a little bit of a decreased pace. So if you have any questions or concerns or comments, please feel free to email me or call me at any time, and I'm always here to answer your questions. Thank you.